Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Actually, I was planning on continuing my journal, but BG has been very, I don't know, he doesn't have a good morning, so I don't know for how long I'm gonna be able to do anything. Maybe super long, I do not know, but my brain is all exhausted already. What time is it? 9 a.m. only. Only 9 a.m., but I'm exhausted. So I figured I need to make some ruffles for my store. Ruffles? No, snippets? Yeah. So maybe we can make some together, and this way I'm gonna be making something, plus I'm gonna be having a video and I get to talk a little bit and relax a little bit, because I feel like I don't do this enough. I have my basket here. As you can see, I put every possible thing in there, but at the end it all works out and it does look good. So I'm gonna make some snippets. What I like to do, actually, snippets like this. Look, I have a roll here. So I put a photo on top, and then I put some numbers and stuff on top, and then I sell them in my store. But the snippet roll itself, it always looks a little different. You know, sometimes it looks like this, sometimes it looks like that. There is no certain thing. And for my book page ruffles, I always take book pages, of course, and then I rip them with my ruler. And sometimes, because the books are so old, it rips in two or whatever, so I keep them to put them onto my roll here. So what I would normally do, I don't know if I'm going to do this today or not, but normally I sit in my living room and then I just take a couple things out from my basket and I kind of sort them a little bit, because my brain doesn't do random too good. So I need to sort kind of, okay, this is book pages, this is coffee dyed paper. So later on, when I put something here, I glue it down, I can grab from each pile. I don't know, is it OCD? I cannot just, you know, take it out and do it like from the basket. I need to separate a little bit, because I feel like if I have a lot of greens, for example, here is the whole green thing, then I'm just gonna pull greens and put them on top of each other, and I need to separate them so it doesn't look the same way. Does it make any sense? I do not know, but this is just what it is. I don't separate every piece of paper. I just make piles with things that I know I have a bunch of, like book page, for example. And I need to take out my snippet rolls there and here too. But that's not enough. I need to make many more because I need to. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it makes sense or not. Okay. I was watching Game of Thrones, guys. If you have never watched it, you go ahead and watch it. I purchased, I don't know, did I tell you this in another video? I purchased HBO Plus to be able to watch this show, because it's only on HBO, I guess. And it's not like it was my first time watching it. It was the third. I don't remember where it was before, but I'm pretty sure it was not always just HBO, because I watched it before a couple times. So I don't know, I can't tell. Did they have it on what is it called? Oh, Jesus Christ. Netflix? I have no idea. Michelle got Netflix and she also has Hulu, but it wasn't there anymore. However, I purchased HBO. You know what? I need to turn on my AC. I'm getting hot already. I apologize. I think I did not. I thought I posed you to go turn on my AC, but I think I didn't. I don't know. I don't know. But it was not too long, right? The AC thing is right here. So I have this big lamp on top of me, and it gets too hot. What did I want to do? Did I want to use the fluid? You know what? Let me see if I can I still have a whole bunch. I don't know when I bought it. It must have been years. But I need to use it up. I really do. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, do I do it with my finger? I probably will, or I'll just do it with this. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna wrap strips of paper, and I'm gonna start out right here. You know, when I just started out making these, I was going for the really small ones. I would rip them really small, but that makes no sense at all, because you can rip them bigger. I promise you. Just rip them bigger and it's gonna look pretty as well. I thought it wouldn't, but then I started, do I have it in my roll here? The bigger ones are not too bad. They are not too bad. Okay, I just need enough glue everywhere. So I will use up the little ones as well. Sometime in between, I will just put them down there and, you know, be happy. But because later on I'm cutting or I'm ripping them, plus I'm sewing on top of them, it's gonna turn out just right, the size of the papers I'm using. It will have everything on there. And I have a lot of these, you know, I coffee dye, and then I print on them. And you know, like if you buy a digital, a lot of times you end up having this strip on the side that is not printed. So this way I can use them up here. And things that are from digitals, maybe, I think it was from a digital, this little thing right here. And you know, if I make a project or whatever and I don't use it, I don't toss it because it has color on it. This is some kind of plant on top. I don't know what it is. It doesn't need to be glued down completely as well, because it's gonna get better later. I need to make space here on the side because it's gonna go over there. And this is what I do because I have a lot of book page stuff, plus I really like to have the look of it, how book pages look on ruffles. Why am I saying ruffles all the time today? I will make more of these and then just layer it with whatever. Look what I found. That was my window cleaner in Germany. It's been so long. So, and I found it when I was, what was that? Oh, I took another purse. I took another purse. Yes, I did. And then you know how you have stuff in your purse, and this must have been, this purse was from Germany, or is from Germany. And then it must have been a leftover from, I didn't clean it because you don't clean out your whole purse, right? Never ever, or just sometimes. I do sometimes. But I found it there and it was like, oh my God, this is real life ephemera right here. Because it must be like, I don't know, probably 10 years old. You see, I come from Munster. My husband calls it Monster. I come from Munster. So I lived in Munster and that came with me. Okay, I'm doing it too short again. I should do bigger ones because these are too small already, you know. I feel like I ripped them too small again. So I'm trying to get something. You say I did take it or rip some flowers. I think I told you this before though, that I ripped some flowers from when it was Mother's Day, and we would get all of these, I don't know, Safeway, just advertisements from stores, what they are selling. And then they had this with a lot of flowers because Mother's Day, right? So if it doesn't look pretty to you now, trust me, it will. It will look pretty later. So that's fine. Once you have everything on top, and then I feel like once I saw on it, everything just comes together really good. But I need to glue down a little bit more. And with this wet glue, but today it's not going to be a problem, I need to wait until it dries, what I normally do not do. But today is not going to be a problem because I'm going to be working here. And then I also need to make lunch sometime soon. I know it's only 9, but I wake up very early, so I eat lunch actually at 11. So I don't know if I'm going to manage to cook by 11. And when I say lunch, then it's actually dinner. Dinner for lunch. In Germany, we do not eat, well, we eat dinner for lunch, and then dinner for us Germans is mostly a sandwich or something like that. It's not a freshly cooked meal. So normally in the morning you will eat a bread roll. In Germany, if you're in Germany in the morning, you're gonna eat bread rolls with, I don't know, some lunch meat, and then you will move on, and at noon or something you're gonna be getting dinner, so a cooked meal basically. Am I doing it this way? No, I'm doing it this. Oh shoot. Well, then what am I doing? I need this. I need this to stick out because I don't want the straight edge to go there, and I don't know what I'm doing at all. And I'm gonna just put this one on top here. I know it must look really bad right now. Sometimes I feel like it looks bad, and then I realize it's going to change. Everything is going to change later. Look, these things I stamp off like this. This is why I didn't toss it. I'm just gonna, you know, rip it off and put it onto my snippet roll. And this takes a long time. I think most of the times I just sit in front of the TV. You see, I have a little white spot here, so I'm just gonna use this. And as you can see, I try to use up a lot of this coffee dyed stuff, just because I do have a lot of this coffee dyed stuff here. So I'm gonna use what I got. It's basically not too hard to make a snippet roll. It's just a long process. I'm just gonna leave the whole thing right here. And I try to use up a lot of my book pages. So this is like two of the main things. And then in between, I'm gonna be putting something else down. And this one bugs me right now because it's not, come on. It's not glued. Once I start sewing it, I don't want all of it to come up because I need it to stay down so I can sew, so I don't have to push it underneath. Okay, and this way I will just move it a little and then continue. I was talking to my younger sister. I have 2 sisters. One is younger, one is older. I barely talk to my older sister, but I talk a lot to my younger sister. I was talking to her. She's sick again. So I was telling her that, you know, it's not a surprise everyone in our family is sick, because we had like an atomic nuclear testing site, I don't know, about 300 miles from us in the former Soviet Union. You know, I think it's the most, yes, I don't think it, I know it, because when I was Googling, I wanted to watch a documentary on that. And then I Googled it, and it's the most nuked place on Earth. The most nuked place on Earth is right there in the former Soviet Union in Kazakhstan, where I lived. And they did, I don't know how many. They tested, what is it called? Hydro something bomb there, and you know, a lot. a lot of stuff. And they lied to people. You know, the government lied to people. They just said, you know, it's fine. There's nothing bad about it, and we're just testing. And that they wanted to measure, maybe not the right word, but they wanted to see the effects of the atomic and nuclear bombs they were testing. They wanted to see the effects on people. And they couldn't tell the people what they are doing, right? So what they did was they said, if I remember correctly, they said there is a sickness going on, and it's from the kettle. So if you have symptoms, they opened a new division, I guess you would, I don't know the right word, but I hope you understand, like a new division in a hospital for people who have this kettle sickness, you know, symptoms. And it was radiation. It was no kettle sickness there. It was radiation. Nobody knew it. Like the people, the normal people, the citizens, they didn't know it. So basically, they gotten sick. They got cancer and, I don't know, birth defects and all the good stuff. And they didn't know where it came from because the government was lying to them the whole time. But they were testing the effects. And that's terrible. It's terrible. It's how the former Soviet Union, I don't know if they still do it, Russia or whatever. Probably. I would assume every government still does it, lying to their citizens. I don't think anybody's ever being real and telling the truth. But yeah, they just lied. Just lied, and people believed it, and people got sick, and people died from this testing just because they wanted to have weapons, right? They wanted to be strong and powerful. And it happens all the time. It's not the only thing. But yeah, we grew up basically neighboring this most nuked place in the world. So we should not be surprised that everybody in our family is sick. So yeah, it's just how it goes. Bad times, especially back then. Well, I don't know if only back then, but the government was lying a lot. They weren't telling people anything. And also I watched, like, I didn't know that, but Nevada had a testing site as well. And then there were in Vegas, or where was it? They had parties, nuclear parties or something like that. They would advertise that you could see the bombs going off from the windows of the hotels. And then people would come to parties to watch this. That's terrible. Oh my good Lord. Yeah, things in the world. Sometimes, you know, you do not want to know. I mean, knowledge is power, but sometimes you just don't want to know. The less you know, the better. The less news and stuff I watch, the better. Even though, I must say, just a couple years ago, I did believe in the news. Now, I don't really. I don't really believe in anything anymore. I have gotten very skeptical towards everything. Because, you know, like years later, you see what happens, right? Oh, back then the government lied. Oh, yeah. You know, we don't know. I guess sometimes you have to lie to people to protect them, but to lie to people and harm them is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Okay. So, how much did we manage? Oh, it's been 20 minutes. I wanted to finish the whole roll, but I really don't think I can. I will try to do a little more here, though. Yeah, I'm kind of... I don't feel like I can just take time to craft, because if I start crafting and making anything in my journal really, or any other project, then I do want to be free to finish and free to have time and everything. And right now it's just almost impossible for me. Ooh, I still did not upload. I will do it today. This is gonna be so terrible. You know how I made the videos, right? And I don't know if I want to use this one. This one is still big. With the journal, with the envelopes. Now, I uploaded them, but I did not schedule them to be posted because I'm having a really hard time to decide how to post them. Because, you know, I made the very first video of the journal when I made it. It was last year, the very first video. And then for almost a year, I didn't work on this journal, and the video was on YouTube, but it was private. Set to private, right? I did not set it to public just because I didn't work more on this journal. It's hard when you make videos, then you have to start the project and finish it. Just think about it. Like, as a crafter, I'm assuming when you start a project, you don't have, most of the time, you don't have the pressure of finishing it at a certain time. You know, except if you're in a swap or something, then yes. But normally, no. You can just work on it, and if you don't feel like it anymore, you can just put it aside and work on something else, right? And but when you make a YouTube video, it's different, because you as a viewer, you want to see a project from start to finish. Let's say I would have posted the first video of this journal when I made it, so last year, a year ago, and then for a year you would not see how it turned out. That would be weird, wouldn't it? I think it would. See, now is the best time to put these here. So yeah, I have to keep it and wait until I continue with my project, which was a year later now. And I know that I make a lot of the troubles for myself, but my trouble or my dilemma right now is, how do I post them? Number one, the beginning of the journal has been a year ago, but I wasn't clever enough when I was making the second video. I wasn't thinking. I should have not said that I made the first part a year ago. I should have just pretended like I'm continuing, you know, so I could post 1, 2, 3. But now in the videos I talk about how I have a video that I did not post. Does it make sense? I don't know how to explain that. I really don't know how to explain that. I have a video that I didn't post, and I'm talking about it in my videos, and now I don't know how. Oh, I forgot to put these. I love my little coffee dyed and oxy something napkins. I forgot to glue them down. I always take them out here too, but because I was talking so much, I forgot about it. However, now I can't post it. My brain won't let me post the videos because it's not in the right, you know, what is the word called when you have like 1, 2, 3? It's what, right line? I don't know. I forget the word, the English word. So yeah. However, maybe probably. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I should post this video first. I was gonna say by the time you see this video, I will probably have posted the other ones, but maybe not. You never know. I might post this video first. Oh my God. Did I confuse you? Because I'm completely confused now. By the time I make a video, I mostly have a couple of videos done already. It's not like I make this video and then I post it right away, you know, the same day. I've gotten so bad. I haven't, like, I make a couple videos and then I'm maybe too lazy, or I don't know what it is, but I don't post them on YouTube. It takes me sometimes a week or longer to get them out on YouTube. So yeah, it's every time it's a little confusing, even to me. So what do I do here? I'm trying to find something that is not the same. There, book page. And now I need to do something here too. Oh, there, a really good piece. I'm just gonna do it this way, and then I'm gonna do this here. Wonderfully. Let's just get all of the little things that are laying around. And that's why I don't want to toss the tiny pieces, because you can always use them on a snippet roll. Always. There's no time where you couldn't. Look at this. Oh, I love this. Oh, look, there's another one. Another one of these. I like to put on the outside, I like to rip it off, so it's kind of not straight on there. Okay, but I will have to glue something on top. A teeny tiny piece of paper. I'm not gonna even take it off. It can stay right on there where it is. Okay, what else do we have here? Let's see. I want to use up some. There are a little. See, when I was making my stamps. Yeah, stamps. No. I forgot the word. Oh my God. Labels. I had those tiny leftover pieces there, and guess what? Just used it. Just used it. And if I wanted to, I could put another strip right here. And don't forget that the stuff is going to be covered up later anyways with something. I don't know what, but I do have this pretty piece of paper. Another strip. Hey, I made probably like 24 inches by now. It's not bad. It's moving along. I'm not gonna finish these. I will finish these, but just not on video. I will have to take it out to my room and find another show since Game of Thrones is done. Do you know a good show? But I'm telling you right away, I'm not watching like comedy and stuff. No, not for me. Maybe some? Maybe I should watch The Big Bang Theory. And that I like. That reminds me, it has memories, because my husband was watching that when I was living in Germany. And because we couldn't do anything together, right? But we would talk on the phone. We would watch shows together. We would Skype and turn the show on. You know, he would say 3, 2, 1, and then we click play. And we basically watched the same show at the same time and are on phone. So it kind of felt like we were doing something together, right? So I like that. Maybe that's why I would want to watch. Check email. Oh, I actually checked email this morning very early for some reason, right after I woke up. And good thing I did, because somebody emailed me and then emailed me yesterday. But because I only check my email once a day, I didn't see it until today. I want something, maybe this. I'm gonna take a flower for here. Look, I will show you later when it's done. If I don't forget, I will show you what it's gonna look like later. It's gonna change so much. This will change so much. Okay, I didn't do green in a while. And I have this just trust green right here. And then, well, those are things I don't keep. From the book page, if there is like just a teeny tiny one, I would normally keep, and then I decided it's done, it's over, I cannot do this anymore. So I stopped keeping them. Some things we have to toss. What did Jenny say there? Jenny? Jenny, yes. Oh my God, I pronounced your name right. Put this in your book. I pronounce it right. Something she told me when I think I was making the stamps for my store, and then she messaged and she said like, hey, you should have kept this. What was it? I forgot. However, I just thought, no, don't tell me to keep something else. I'm keeping so much stuff already. Don't tell me to keep something else. I can't. No. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, I'm just glad that I was able to toss something and not to keep it. I keep too much stuff. I like keeping stuff, but then sometimes it's too much. It gets too much. I have so many of these bins with little leftover papers. You have no idea. You know, and as you can see, you can do a snippet roll and you can do it for a while. And then you still end up having so much stuff left over. Okay, I think we need something pretty on here. Maybe just another part of the roses right here. Yeah, that don't look too bad. And some green here. This green is a little different. And that green. So, how far have we come? Let's do this one as well. I think it's time almost to go do something. I want to make a Russian dish today, which my husband is probably not going to eat. But I'll make some salmon for him. It's fine. It's fine. But sometimes there are certain dishes, well, he wouldn't complain though. Never would he complain about anything, but certain dishes he just doesn't like too much, I guess. But I do. Okay. He doesn't like the one dish that all Russians love. It's like dumplings. You steam them. They are like dumplings, but he doesn't like it. And it's the very first person I have ever met in my whole life who didn't like that. But he doesn't, and I can't understand. But you know what? I came to like it. I actually love that he doesn't like it. And you know why? Because it takes a while to make. So I make it, and then he doesn't like it, means he doesn't eat it, which means I get more. I get more. Look at this. I cut this off. It's so pretty. It's just a flower. And then all I need to do is to put some little leftover that is wide enough for this part. And now I have some flowers on there. Okay, you know, let's see. I just want to see, it's been 30 minutes, a little more than that. I want to see how long I managed to go. 24, 3 feet, almost 4 feet, almost 4 feet. And it's just gluing down. I still have to sew it and then, you know, put all of the other stuff on it and punch. I also punch some arrows, I think. Arrows or feathers. I forget what I do. Arrows or feathers, and then I put them underneath, and then I put some, well, you can see it. If I don't forget, I can just link it down below if you want to see the end result that I put in my store later. I can just link it. Okay. Here. But for you, like, you know, if you can't afford it or you just don't want to buy them from somebody, you can see how it's made and you can make your own, you know. It's like, I prefer to make other stuff for my store, like making ruffles or something, just because this needs a lot of brain power from me. I know it doesn't look that way, but it does need brain power for me, because I have to decide, I have to make decisions. And when I just make ruffles or the punched pages or anything that is like repetitive, I don't need to make decisions at all. I just need to punch, 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 or sew the whole time. So that I prefer to do that. That's why once these sell out, it takes me a while to put more in my store. It takes me a while. But I know that I should, because I know that some people enjoy it and wait for it. You know, there are some people who are asking me when I'm going to make more. So I know I should. But sometimes I just push it. And I push it and I push it to the point where I gotta do it now. I gotta do it now. Okay. It's not really hard, but it's just, I don't want to be thinking. Make sense? And I do need to think. Now I need something different on this one that is not, oh, look, perfect. Perfect. We're doing so good. We're doing so good. Okay. By the time I finish this one, the beginning will be super dry. Ah, life. It's life. Okay. I want to hurry up a little bit. So that, no, I cannot finish this. I was going to say, so I can finish it in the next 10 minutes, but I cannot. It's going to take a little while longer. I can feel it. I can feel it. And I'm surprised that my doggo did not wake up yet. And once I said that, I was like, no, don't say it, because, you know, you'll jinx it. Oh, look, perfect, isn't it? It's like sometimes things just... And I'm going to, because I want to see most of the flower. Just gonna glue the flower on top of this one. And push it underneath. Wonderful. Wonderful. It's all coming together so nicely. I just hate when my fingers get glue on them. That I do not like. Does anybody like glue fingers? I know some people enjoy taking, like peeling the glue off. I don't enjoy that either. I don't like none of it. None of it. Okay, what else? Don't forget the little pieces right here. Wonderful. I also have some of the pink ones. That would go perfectly right here. And this really pretty coffee dyed paper. And now I need a teeny tiny bit of something. And every time I need a teeny tiny bit, I can just grab the green one. But I need a little strip, and look at that. Perfect strip right here. Not too much. But even if there is some of those paper showing through, it's still okay, because more stuff is gonna go on top of it later. And I always forget that, you know. I always think that the first layer has to be good already, but it doesn't. I mean, it has to be good, but it doesn't have to be perfect, because there will be more stuff going on top later. And I just always forget. Okay. All I'm trying to do is to have something with a little more color in between. So let's look for more flowers. See that? Flowers. So I just drip whatever is pricing. You won't be really able to see the flowers, I think, or barely, but it gives a little pop of color. And then I'm going to use you know what? I'm gonna use the whole strip because probably I'm gonna cut it into piece here. Anyways. Alrighty. Okay, I think I will be done for today. Let's glue this one on top. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done for, not for today, but for this video, because the time is running out. And I hope you enjoyed this little chatting video. Thank you for spending time with me. If you liked it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and enjoy your day. I hope you are crafting more than I do, and I see you soon, hopefully. Bye-bye.